Well, hey, high school, how are you guys doing?
Hello, welcome high schoolers.
Hope you guys enjoyed the countdown video of useless facts. If you didn't catch all of them, you really should rewind it and watch it later because it's really, really good.
Yeah. Useless facts come in handy every now and again, you know? You're good at a trivia game or something.
It's true. Impress your friends.
It's true.
Well, we want to welcome you, encourage you to comment as we're getting started.
Let us know you're here. Send us a comment so we can say hey.
Yeah, we're going to be commenting right along with the video, all engaging in it together.
Yeah.
So definitely say hi so that we know that you're here. We're excited that you're joining us. We have some really fun, exciting things planned.
It's true. This is a good one. This is a good episode.
I'm pretty excited about it. We're pretty excited. So we're looking forward to sharing with you today. We want to make sure you're aware that there are Google kind of life groups happening at the end. So this is from 4 to 4:30, and then from 4:30 to 5, you can jump into our high school life group. And we're going to do that through Google Meet. So you can check out the link for that meeting in the description of today's video. Yeah, so that should be good.
You can actually get to see your faces, which is exciting.
So as we're waiting for everyone to join in on this video, why don't you go ahead and check out this special video. Hey guys, what's up? My name's Briggs, and this is my crib. All right, are you ready? Let's go check it out. Well, welcome to the main level of our home. It's actually the only level of our home. We're on an upstairs apartment here. When you walk in for the first time, you probably notice, or would notice if you were here, the messiness of the ledge. So this is kind of where, like, when I come in after a long day's work, I'll place my stuff here in this guy. Normally we don't have so much stuff on here, but hey, we're all quarantined, right? All bets are off. Well, hey, welcome to our bedroom. Nothing like resting and just getting rejuvenated after a long day of being quarantined in this same place. Well, anyway, if you look here, this is my wife's side. This is where she keeps all her stuff. We got my side over here. So this guy is a marble chessboard that I bought in Mexico. We have some records because we have this nifty record player here, which I might as well show you, right? Got this for my birthday. Just flip this guy up, and now you can play records, which is super cool. It's got radio, it's got an auxiliary input, and Bluetooth, which is pretty neat. So we like to turn that on a Saturday morning while we're making breakfast. Or, hey, every morning now, right? That's awkward. So, my socks that I didn't pick up earlier. Anyway, this is our living room area, which has kind of been doubling as a film studio. So I don't know if you can see here on the floor. Can you see these? Yeah? So this tape marking here is where I have been putting this bench, and I've had this whole setup with the camera. This is where I film my videos for my classes, which is super fun, but it does kind of ruin the living room space. Makes it a little awkward to hang out in here. So this is our kitchen. We really love our kitchen. We got our gas stove here. I don't know if any of you guys like to cook, but I love to cook. So I got some nice pans here, some nice non-stick pans. We've been making eggs. I made, gosh, what have I made? I made a
an apple tart. I made a flourless chocolate cake while in quarantine, which was terrible. So I would not suggest that you ask me for a recipe on my flourless chocolate cake. Not good. We have our laundry room, which is very conveniently located off the end of the kitchen. So when you come in here, you'll see my wife's got this drying rack. When I wasn't married, I would just dry my clothes. But now that I'm married, for some reason, a lot of stuff gets hung up to dry. I guess it like keeps it from going bad or something. But this is all my wife. Our bathroom. It's pretty. Oh, babe, you left this. Sorry. Anyway, so here's our bathroom area. I got my electric toothbrush here, which I've had for a while. It's awesome. These are my hair doing products. So I use this to curl my hair every day. Kidding, I don't do that. My wife does it for me. This is Briggs. This is my crib. I'll go ahead and walk you out. Alright guys, hey, thanks so much for coming. It's about time for you to get out of here, okay? We got some resting to do. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Oh man, we had so much fun filming that for you, didn't we, babe?
It's true. It was a good time.
Yeah. So we had a real lot of fun filming that. We wanted to kind of show you our place. Those of you who have been in our life group in the past, our high school life group specifically, you guys probably have seen our place, or you have seen our place. But so that was kind of fun to put together.
Yeah.
If you want to be entered into a drawing for our prize this week, here's your question this week. All right, and I am going to let my wife ask it. So here it is.
Okay, so the question this week is, or for today, is if you could get out of this quarantine for 1 week, where would you travel to and why? So if you could go anywhere, where would you go and why would you go there? So this will, if you answer this during our live time today, in the comments, you will get another entry into our prize drawing that's happening on Sunday. So let us know, where would you travel?
I mean, it's a bummer because flights to Italy are, or at least were, super cheap. I don't know if they're happening anymore, but so I think that would be super fun, or even Greece. It'd be super great.
Yeah.
Hope you guys caught Riddle Me This. All right. I think the riddle was, how can you stand behind your father while he's standing behind you? And we're excited to announce that Abigail Peck, 9th grade, we've already contacted her, but she won. She got the answer correct first out of everyone. And the answer was?
You're standing back to back.
You're standing back to back,
Yes.
which is super fun.
So she gets an extra entry into the prize drawing this week.
Yeah. So don't miss your chance next week for Riddle Me This to answer that riddle first and get an extra entry into our drawing for next week. Speaking of extra drawings, we actually have a special extra chance or extra entry opportunity for you. So you saw that we made a Cribs episode for you, right? You just watched that. If you manage to make your own Cribs video and kind of show us your house, show us what you love about your house, and send that to us, we'll give you an extra chance or an extra entry into the drawing for this week.
Yeah.
We may even show it in one of our next videos, which would be super fun. So as long as your parents are okay with it,
Yes.
right?
Clear
Make your own Cribs episode. If they're not okay with the whole house, but you just want to do your room, that's cool too.
Totally cool.
So extra chance for the drawing this week, a Cribs episode. So send that to studentministries@lmcm.org and you'll get an extra chance at the prize this week. So without further ado, let's jump into a game.
All right, guys, who's ready to play a game? Are you ready? Raise your hand if you're ready to play a game. Because if you're not, it's not going to matter. Well, I guess you could just sit there and not play. But we're going to play a game right now. So what I want you to do is get your fingers ready to comment
on the video and give your answers so that we're all joining in on this game. So here's what we're doing. We're playing a game called Emojified Movies. So I'm gonna show you a graphic and it's all in emojis of sorts, all right? But it represents a famous movie title. So when you think you know the title, comment in the comments. We'll see how many of us can get it, right? If you win this game, or I should say, if you get all of the questions correct, I will shave my head. I'm actually not gonna do that. If you get all of these questions correct, I will light myself on fire. I'm not gonna do that. If you get all of these questions correct, I will bring you a roll of toilet paper. Social distancing though means I can't do that. So let's just say I'll send you a picture of a roll of toilet paper. Yeah. All right, here's the official first one. Here we go. What is it? What do you think it is? I mean, it could be it's some sort of chef, right? You think you got it? All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ratatouille. All right, who got it? Who got it? Who was completely wrong? Who was like, there ain't nothing. I have no idea what that is. All right, next one. Let's see if you can get this one. It's a magnifying glass of some sort. We got a clown. Magnified clowns. Coming to theater. No, that can't be right. What do you think? You think you got it? 3, 2, 1. Finding Nemo. Wow. You killed it. How many of you guys got it? Now, that one confuses me. What on earth is the clown doing in it? Is there like a clown named Nemo that I'm not aware of? Next one, okay? All right, there it is. Ooh, I know. What do you think? What do you think it is? Here we go, it's coming. Here comes the answer. Are you ready for it? 3, 2, 1. Kung Fu Panda. All right, very good. How many got it? Okay, a couple of you guys. Nice. All right, moving on. All right, this one's a kind of an oldie, so we'll see how many of you know this. It's probably more popular in book form. Let's see, we got a pig, a cute little pig. We've got a spider web, and we've got a spider. So here we go, 3, 2, 1. Charlotte's Web. All right, that, like I said, that was kind of an oldie. So some of you, maybe you've seen it, some of you haven't seen it, but good job for giving it a try, even if you didn't get it, right? All right, next one. We have, ooh, interesting. This one, it might be difficult simply because the emojis are confusing, right? So you got like a dartboard looking thing. You've got some sort of, I don't know, is that a princess? And a flag of some place, right? So let's see if you got it. It is Brave. Nice. Brave, Merida. Oh dear, Merida. Oh, you're so brave, Merida. Moving on. Okay, there it is right there. This is probably an easy one. All right, especially for the ladies. The ladies are gonna get it super quick, probably based off of the first emoji. The answer is Tangled. Tangled. Yes. Every woman's dream and every guy's nightmare. All right, how about this one? Ooh, gosh, I have no idea what that is. I don't know. It's like something Japanese or Asian, right? It's got like a fencer and some sort of shirt. I have no clue what it is. And I've seen these before. Let's check it out, right? 3, 2, 1. Mulan. That's the worst. We should write into the company and get that changed because that did not make sense. Mulan. Oh well. Next, we have, oh man, what is that? There's a person, a book, a clock, and a lion. No idea. Let's check it out. You think you got it? I'll give you a second. Just kind of out in the wilderness, you know, enjoying my time. I'll give you a minute. Are you done? Okay, here we go. Beauty and the Beast. What? Let's take a look back at that. Beauty and the Beast. First of all, I don't know if she's beautiful because she's an emoji, right? There's a book, I guess Belle reads, and there's a clock for Cogsworth. But I will say the lion, that's not a beast, it's a lion. So I am with you if you did not think that one was fair. That's totally fine. All right, how about this one? Coming down to the end. A chicken leg, a burger, and a game controller. No, I don't know. Do you know? Comment if you know. We'll all work together, I guess. What do you think it is? All right, you ready for the answer? 3, 2, 1. Hunger Games. Oh, I get it. Hunger Games. Because the hunger is all the food, and then it's a gift. That's funny. Oh, man. Well, this has been Emojified Movies. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you didn't, maybe you'll like the game next time, right? Oh, well. This has been Emojified Movies. See you later.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the game, Emojified Movies. I had a lot of fun filming it and preparing that for you. But we're excited about just playing games together. Hopefully you got your comments in with some answers. But we're looking forward to some other games that we have in store for you in the coming weeks as well. Well, as you know, last Sunday in our live time, we began our just discussions on the life of Paul, and we're calling it Pandemics, Pains, and Principles of Paul. So today we're going to keep looking at that, so go ahead and check this out.
Well, hey guys, I thought I would find a different location for our lesson or our teaching time today. Who thinks they can guess where I am, huh? Anyone notice the backdrop or know what the backdrop is of? As you can see, the road behind me, it's actually Lake Mead Parkway. So I'm out just almost to Lake Las Vegas. And as you can see, cars are going by in the background. Earlier as I was filming, some people honked as they were driving by, which was super rude. But as I'm out here, there's actually a reason for it. So as you know, we're talking about pandemics, pains, and principles of Paul. And so last time I just shared with you briefly about the Apostle Paul, right? He was a persecutor of the church. He was present at the stoning of Stephen, who was the first Christian in history that we have written down to be martyred. And so especially after Jesus came. And so what we see is Paul's there. He is approving of this persecution of Stephen. He is kind of holding the garments for everyone that's doing this. And then we pick up in chapter 8 of the book of Acts. And this is kind of a refresher on last week. It says this, chapter 8, verse 1, and Saul approved of his execution. And it says, there arose on that day a great persecution against the church in Jerusalem, and they were all scattered throughout the regions of Judea and Samaria, except the apostles. Devout men buried Stephen and made great lamentation over him. And now get this, Saul was ravaging the church and entering house after house. He dragged off men and women and committed them to prison. So Paul, in the wake of this stoning of Stephen, Paul goes and this persecution of Christians begins with a vengeance. And people start fleeing Jerusalem because of it. And then we're going to find out in a minute that something's going to happen in Paul's life that's going to change the trajectory of his life. And so I told you there's a reason that I'm out here, right? You can see this road behind me, right? Like Mead Parkway. I don't know about you, but I have certain roads in my life that have affected me. A lot of them, it could be good, it could be bad. But for me, I have one road in particular where I had my license. I was in college. It was my first summer back from college. And I had gotten my first summer job back from college, working at a Christian bookstore. So we were heading to another location, my first day of work, First time I'm meeting all of these coworkers. And a bunch of us carpooled from one store to another. And that's when it all went wrong. I had a car full of coworkers riding in my car with me. I was driving. And then there was a car full of coworkers in front of us and another car full of coworkers in front of them. So me, didn't see the light change. I ran into the back of a car full of coworkers. $6,000, almost $7,000 worth of damage to my car alone. And that pushed them into the car full of coworkers in front of them. So, good time. I don't know if any of you have ever been in a car accident, but you probably remember that road now, or that spot where it happened. For some of us, we have roads that have made an impact on us for good reasons. Maybe it's the road we grew up on, right? There's just good memories connected with that. Some of us live there still, and some of us don't live on that road anymore. For some of us, it might be our favorite food place is on that street. But we have different emotions, different experiences oftentimes that are connected with roads. And we're going to see that the Apostle Paul also has an experience now that changes his life. And so let's look at it in chapter 9 of the book of Acts. And I'll read a little bit of it and summarize the rest for you. So in the first verse of chapter 9, it says this: "But Saul, still breathing threats and murder against the disciples of the Lord, went to the high priest and asked him for letters to the synagogues at Damascus, so that if he found any belonging to the way, men or women, he might bring them bound to Jerusalem." So he's persecuting Christians. Paul's on his way to this area called Damascus from Jerusalem, where he's planning on persecuting Christians, even killing Christians. And let's find out what happens to him on this road. So it says this: "Now as he went on his way, he approached Damascus, and suddenly a light from heaven shone around him. And falling to the ground, he heard a voice saying to him, 'Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me?' And he said, 'Who are you, Lord?' And he said, 'I'm Jesus, whom you are persecuting. But rise and enter the city, and you'll be told what you are to do.'" So we find out that he's on this road heading to Damascus. This light shines all around him, way brighter than the sun, most likely, to the point where we find out next it actually blinds him. Jesus blinds Paul. Paul's unable to move on his own because he can't see. We find out that the soldiers that are with him lead him into the next town, where God sends another man a couple days later to minister to Paul, heal him of his blindness, and set him off on this new ministry path that he's going to be on. And Paul's going to become the most famous Christian, really, in all of history. He's known as the apostle or the disciple to the Gentiles, meaning he preaches the gospel to people who aren't Jewish, which was super radical in that day. But here's my question for you. Why a man who has done the things that Paul has done, why would God call Paul to become a follower after him, to become one of his children? And you might remember I asked you last time that we were together, I just gave you a thought or a question, right? Paul found himself in a situation near the beginning of this story where he was persecuting Christians, right? A position in which, or a situation in which he should not have been in, right? And it was his fault. And I asked you to consider what's going on in your life, what's going on in my life that shouldn't be. And maybe it's something that we're doing that we shouldn't be doing, like it's a wrong of ours. But maybe it's just a situation we find ourselves in and we're going, this is not the way that this should be. And I think that all of us can relate to that right now, right? With this COVID-19 deal that's going on, right? We've been separated from what is our normal life, our normal schedule. And that's unfortunate. And I want you to see that in the life of Paul, he found himself in a position he shouldn't have been. So why did God take him from that persecutor of Christians to becoming the most famous Christian of all time? Right? Preaching the gospel like no one else has. And two places where no one else has gone to preach the gospel. And I want you to see in this story that God's grace is bigger than you think it is. God's grace is bigger than you think it is. So maybe you're dealing with something right now that's difficult. And it's not your fault. But maybe you can relate with me that sometimes you deal with it, the difficult situation that we're in ways that aren't good, that aren't right, that aren't healthy. And I want you to hear, like, no matter what you're feeling, no matter what you're facing, no matter what we're facing in this, God's grace is bigger than we think it is. He is able to take someone who persecutes Christians and make them into the greatest Christian of all time. And so just imagine, just think what he can do in us and you in this time. And I hope that that's an encouragement to you, because as we continue to read through this life of Paul, we're going to see soon he's going to enter into his ministry. He's going to go back to Jerusalem and meet up with those who were the original apostles, the original disciples, and he's going to become an apostle himself. We're going to see some amazing events in his life, good and bad, and we're going to continue to look at these pandemics, pains, and principles of Paul. And so I hope that that's an encouragement to you as we continue in the life of Paul together.
All right, well, I hope that you enjoyed that time just looking at the life of Paul, right? This event on the road to Damascus that changed his life. I hope that that's an encouraging thought for you, right? No matter what you're facing, God's grace is bigger than you think it is. It goes farther than you think it does. And so, again, I hope that that's encouraging for you today. As we're coming to an end today, we just want to kind of give you a couple announcements, throw some other information in front of you, remind you of some things before we go. And the first...
Yeah, so two things I want to make you aware of is first is the Church at Lake Mead is doing two different things. One is called the Jesus Changed My Life videos. So if you are interested and want to just post like 60 seconds, a minute long, just about your story about how Jesus has changed your life, and you can post that on social media, Instagram. If you're on Facebook, you can post on there, and then just hashtag Jesus Changed My Life. And so part of that's just so that we get to see and hear the stories about how Jesus has changed our lives and get to kind of just witness to other people and get to share the gospel with them this Easter season. And then the second one is on Friday. It's a Good Friday. So the church at Lake Mead is going to be hosting and having a Good Friday service. So at 7 p.m., it'll be up on the website. It'll be on Facebook, on IGTV. You can tune in. Would love for you to join just as we reflect on just the sacrifice that Jesus made on Good Friday as we prepare for Easter. So if you are around, tune in for that. It's going to be a really cool night as a church family. So whether you go to the Church of Lake Mead or don't, would love for you just to join us for that evening.
Today's question, right, for the drawing was this. If you could get out of this quarantine for 1 week, where would you travel to and why? So if you haven't done it already, go ahead and comment your answer. Give us your name and your grade so that we know who you are and make sure we can track you down. And that will get you today's entry into the prize for this week. So don't forget to do that. Also, we gave you an extra chance at the drawing this week, right? So an extra entry. So we said, just like we gave you earlier, we kind of made a cribs episode for you, showing our home. So if you want and your parents are okay with it, make a cribs episode and send it to studentministries@lmcm.org. And we'll give you an extra entry into the drawing for this week for our prize. So we're looking forward to seeing those videos. Hopefully we get some. Tomorrow, right, don't forget to check out, or Friday, this coming Friday, don't forget to check out the Dwell app, where you can listen to audio Bible, and don't forget to check out our LM Worship, #LM Worship playlist on Spotify. And then, as you know, we'll be live again on Sunday, so don't forget that. But you can check this out. You can go to our Instagram, our Facebook page, or even lakemeadstudents.org, and you can see all the details on what's coming up. So, all right. Well, we love you guys. Don't forget to jump into your Google Life Group time right after this. And you can find those links again in the description for the video, for this video. All right. Love you guys.
Bye. See you later.